Hi, it's Stephen here from Sound of a Nation Wave, and this is day 18 of the August Daily Draws. So as we start the new week, let's see what message we get. And I'll be taking the first card from the Tarot of the Witch's Garden, followed by an Oracle card from the Seasons of the Witch, Lammas Oracle. So let's choose our first card and get the reading underway. Okay, here we go. And this is the Hierophant. This time depicted as an elderly woman, wise woman, where the children have come to her house. So she's got her cat there, and there's a book on the floor. So she's greeting them and teaching them perhaps about different things. So it's about being teachable. It's about being gaining knowledge. It's about gaining that wisdom from those that have walked the path before us. So it could be talking to somebody, it could be reading about it, listening to it. Whatever sort of way that we get this information, it's important to realize that we're always learning, and particularly about the spiritual dimension of our life, of the path that we walk, what we believe, what we connect with, and the knowledge that we have to help us, on our journey, that we can apply to our life, that will help us to grow and to move forward. And we're always learning new things through experience, through listening to others, those that have gone before us. We need to respect those that have gone before us and have gained and learn from their own experience. Because they, over time, they've had their own experiences, and if they've done it before we've done it, then they've got the life experience amount that they've learned from, assuming they've learned from it. I mean, people can live a long life and not really learn from life's experiences, but somebody could be living a shorter life, but really learn the lessons of their experiences they have. So it doesn't always, sort of tally that just because they're older they must be wiser. But there is amount, that. But I'd say that those instances are few. That on the whole, those that have gone before us and have had more life experience than us, and those that went before us in the past that even are no longer here now, but have left behind the knowledge that they gained and the experiences they gained, usually we've got a lot to learn from that. And also, we too must be ready to impart knowledge to others. So we have to have a teachable spirit as well as a willingness to pass that teaching on to others that need it when the opportunity is there. So it can be a two-way street. So we have to respect the core beliefs that have been passed down, that have and the traditions that are being passed down. Now, we may not choose to follow a tradition in the precise form that it was followed in the past, but if we take the core of that tradition and the basic principle behind it, we may express it in a new way and form a new tradition or a new way of expressing it. And that's fine, because we're still fulfilling that principle that the tradition was based on. But if some traditions can last a long time, some traditions, can become dated and not suitable means of expressing our spiritual life. So, but some new version of it may still carry the weight of the principle behind it. So we can still honor it because the message behind it is still there. So it may not be, we may not do it in the exact detail that those that went before us did, but we are respecting the principle that was passed down. But I think here the main message here is be ready to keep on learning. Learn what you need, gain the knowledge that you need. And if you need to know about something and you don't know anything about it, then either speak to somebody that may know something about it, learn from them, or research it. Because people have written books and have put teachings in all kinds of media for us um, to partake of, and we can gain the knowledge that way. A lot of people have written books about some of the spiritual things that we might want to learn about, and we can look those up. We can read those, and we're learning that, and then we can see how they can be applied to our lives if we want. So, what this card I feel is saying to us more than anything, I've said a lot about this, about traditions and maybe up to date expressions of constant principles that some traditions can be applied without updating. Other ones may need to be expressed a little differently in today's society or in today's world. But I don't think that's necessarily the main message here. The main message is to remain teachable. Remain teachable. Never think that you know everything, because you don't. We can't. So be ready always to learn, is what I believe this card is saying. Okay, let's see which oracle card we get to go with that. Sunburst. Embrace your inner light and share it with the world, inspiring others to do the same. To me, this is the inspiring others through the sharing of the light, of the knowledge and the teachings that we learn, and the experiences that we have, we can pass on to others, and they can do that in turn. Everyone can share with each other. And that's where the light of knowledge really comes from, by that sharing of it. And it's like a sunburst of the light of revelation and illumination and knowledge that comes through the sharing. And so be teachable and be ready to spread that teaching and share that light, is what these cards are saying today. Okay, so that's today's message. I'll be back tomorrow with day 19. Until then, thank you for listening. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all again very soon. Okay, bye-bye.